Now Brady. Going up top for Miller. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Succa. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, here's Fields. Man open is Robinson. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Fields going to get this to Montgomery. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On first down, Fields. A gain there of 21 yards. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for only a couple. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Brady going to throw. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. He's got a man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Running left, it's Fournette. Runs over him. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. A handoff to Fournette. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On play action, it's Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darqueze Dennard. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And he'll be taken down with a 1st down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
To the air again, Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bears have broken the tie. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. That throw by Brady incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this 1st half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks Like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. They'll swing this out to Fournette. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
At the 25-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Brady again. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Brady on target to Gronk. 1st down Buccaneers.
On play action, now Brady. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Buccaneers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is, if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Flush to his right. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. Deep ball for Goodwin. It's caught inside the 25. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught, and again it's Goodwin.
When you think about the strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
Play action. It's Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
To throw is Fields.
They'll roll him out right. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Bears! David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Buccaneers 20.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
44, 42.
Brady.
He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Going deep this time for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pena now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now it's Fields. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. But when you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to them too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And this is going to be caught. So they do get it. And the 2 points. Now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Now Brady. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now a play fake. Brady. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, he finds his target. It's Evans. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Brady now on first down. Buying time to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this would... And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Throwing now is Brady. Going up top for Miller. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Scotty Miller, 53 yards. And the Buccaneers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. But we keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating. But his message there, keep waiting.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary and you give up a big one.
And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game, the interception. And intercepted! Maybe the turning point they need. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25.
Throwing after the interception. Fields eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A handoff, Fournette running left. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On play action, it's Brady. And he fires one incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And it's 3rd and 4. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Miller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play.
Third down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Third and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. Here's Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
That catch good for only a couple. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I put the word big in capital letters here. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 107 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Brady. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's